Alright, now we're back on track. Greetings everyone, it is me, Gigalem, and welcome back to Crash Bandicoot Warped. In the last part, after painstakingly getting 10 relics beforehand, looking at you, Tell No Tales, we have finally been able to make progress because I wanted to get the yellow gem before doing postgame. And since we need to get a green gem, I say Crash is gone tomorrow. So yeah, this is the second and last of the future levels and such. And it's a shame that there weren't any more future levels and such. At least none in the style like this. If at the very least there's future tense in Insane Trilogy. But personally, I kind of wish that Crash 4 would have done a similar aesthetic future level in the style of this. Oh well. Here we have another new enemy. They will fire 3 rockets, and they will open the target on their back. What you can do is basically space yourself perfectly and aim your fruit bazooka, but considering how much time you would have to actually shoot the dang thing, I'd say you're better off just doing this. Which I can't do from a distance because the weak point isn't exposed. Like so. And you saw how much that thing went flying. That should have dented those buildings in the back. How big are those buildings actually? Because, even though you see them as models and such, and they probably would look minuscule compared to Crash's size, but in-universe, how big are those buildings actually? I mean, there's technically some Crash Bandicoot comics and such, like promotional comics. I know there was a Crash Bandicoot manga which takes place before Crash Bandicoot 2 and was possibly the reason why Penta Penguin came into existence. Also, if this is the level I'm thinking of, do not break this crate just yet. Do not break this crate just yet, because even with the fruit bazooka, you're not going to be able to get the one box that's been hollowed out. Because now that we got this, want to save on backtracking because the green gem is going to take us all the way back. Oof. Yeah, with the power of fruit bazooka artillery, we can take out those enemies. I don't know all the enemy names by heart. Not even the manual goes over them. Oy. I have looked through the manual and such. I was fortunate that my copy came complete in box. I picked it up at a game shop and such back in 2021. Yeah, that's how far back I was planning this. I mean, I wasn't going to cover Crash 3 before Crash 2. I wanted to cover Crash 2 first and foremost. But I wasn't going to be able to get I wasn't sure how long I was going to be in the house that I was. Hence, why I wasn't able to get the get the gem that I wanted to get. So I'm pretty sure there's a activation crate or something. Okay, so look at. Okay, so can we get them on camera? Can we get them on camera? Watch what happens when I take this way. Yep, they just imploded. So we could just wait for 3 seconds for the TNT crate to explode, but the power of Fruit Bazooka technology, or yeah, it's technology still, we can make it explode anyway. And we're going to need to, because there is a activation crate up there we can't reach with a simple slide jump spin. I wonder if anyone has actually tried to do that without needing the fruit bazooka. But good luck trying to get past this without the Fruit Bazooka. Ha, satisfaction. But, yeah. I mean, I didn't expect to get close to 99 lives in a normal playthrough. Usually I end with 50 lives in Crash Bandicoot 3. But this is also the level that also has that crystal glitch that persisted throughout the entire series. Like it exists since Crash Bandicoot 1. And I didn't mean to do that. Basically, you're supposed to use these crates right here, and you're supposed to hit enough enemies to basically overflow the rewards. The highest anyone's able to get with that glitch is 187%. It's not like Crash 2 where there's an infinite spawning platform of whatever to be able to get 200%. And I'm not sure what happens if you try to go beyond that. But, you can get pretty far with it. Watch what happens when I get this green gem. Yep. They just imploded. Like, I walk onto the green gem, and then they just go like that. So yeah, welcome to the green gem pathway. It's even highlighted in green. In the prototypes, well, this wasn't nearly as green. This was more so orange. And because of my paranoia with letting the boxes go unattended, because I don't think that Crash 1 jank has... we take those. Anyway. That's always so much fun to see. I've never experienced how fun it is to basically slide jump spin into those robots. A lot of the mooks you're going to face in the future are robots. It is the future, after all. Though, I doubt Crash is going to be running into any robot masters, or Reploids, or Mavericks, or Pseudo-droids, or Carbons, or Net Navies, or EMP whatever thingamajigs. Can you tell that I've been playing a lot of Mega Man lately? I've actually been playing through Mega Man X3. One of the games I did test out with, like, as you see right there, there's a box that spawned right there. One of the games I tested out with my adapters was Mega Man X4, and boy did it look very clean. Probably not as clean as Component, but it's still very clean. But yeah, now you know why I told you not to break that bounce crate. Oop. Yeah, just be careful around here. Don't let your hubris get ahead of you. And as you can tell, seriously, why are TNT crates so picky when they want to detonate when you're not jumping on them? Anyway. Yeah. Typically, I just tend to just try to crouch under them, because I tend to not get very good with the spin. And here's what happens if you shoot these things with the Fruit Bazooka. They will just flip over on their heads. This box right here. I really don't like that box in Time Trials, because this is another level where you have to not get hit to get the platinum, because you need to get that speed boost from the masks. Because that crate right there, that crate I jumped on, you're going to need to do a thing where you have to run on top of the crate, but immediately jump off of it, because your mask will destroy it. And if you don't jump off of it in a moment's notice, you will fall along with it. Ugh. And, well, that is another set. Let us exit the level. Now we are down to one remaining platform level and 2 vehicle levels. technically, we only have, like, 3 or 4 vehicle levels left, but we're talking about main, game levels and such. Yeah, Crash, you deserve that. There's a reason why I went one level first before the other. But let's go to level 22, Orange Asphalt, and I'm expecting to fail this a few times. Yeah, at the very least this and Area 51 question mark will be the last time I have to do time trials for the motorcycle levels. I was expecting Roadhog to be the worst of it, but it was so far Road Crash because of various elements I'll get to when we get to that. Now, you remember that whole idea of having to use the brakes on your car when going through turns, like letting go of the gas pedal? This is something I learned in Forza Horizon 5, by the way. It's like you have to apply driver's ed knowledge if you want to get the best times on like certain levels. Ugh. Well, let's try to get the crystal at least, because we missed the box, and this guy. Yeah, it can be very easy to lose track of yourself. And more often than not, you're gonna want to basically stop yourself early just to advance and such. And I'm not going to go for the platinum relic, at least not live. But I'll be right back when I get the box gem for this level. At the very least, I got the crystal. Like, I've not been able to basically get it down to the point where I'm able to get the box gem and the crystal both in one go, but yeah. As you can tell, the platinum relic time is what you see there. It's like roughly below there. And I'm not sure if you know this, but I don't know, if anyone can fact check this, I appreciate it. If you exactly, and I mean get the platinum or gold time exactly, it will not give you the platinum or gold. It will instead give you the gold if you got the platinum time exactly, number for number, or the sapphire if you get the gold number for number. If someone can fact check this, I will appreciate it. Though it's probably going to be very hard to fact check it exactly. Because you have to get the exact time and such. But I remember getting exactly the time you need for... I can't remember if I don't know if I did get exactly the time for a platinum, and it only rewarded me with the gold. Damn it. I really don't like these levels. I think my speedrunning nonsense is what makes it hard for me to break these patterns. And then I have to look at a video for a path to basically get back into that route. But I think I remember actually getting the platinum time exactly and only giving me a gold. Though it didn't mean to do that. Man, I wish there was a restart level feature. Something I appreciate Crash 4 for having. Because, yeah. Anywho. I'm just trying to get, I'm trying not to miss crates this time because I'm so used to trying to take the fastest route because of, time trials, and I end up just missing boxes because of it. It's entirely possible to get both the box gem and the crystal in all these levels. But because, it's very hard to do because of how these levels are handled, like, I've gotten platinums on these levels, I'm still having a hard time. Well, it's very hard to get it consistently. Like, I'm not taking any chances with the, oh yeah. This happened to me several times. I don't know if it's because of emulator or something like that. I've had points where I actually jumped off a ramp and the game completely thought, the game thought I went over the box. I was in a tip box. I was like right exactly going through it. And the game thought I went like I overshot it. Like I was completely above the box and didn't break it. I've had to restart levels because of that. Oh, and there's yeah, if you miss that box, you have to restart the entire level because you cannot turn around to go back. I've tried. I legitimately tried. And the thing is, if you try, the game will actually respawn you and make sure you go forward. Good thing they have a warp room option before clearing the level. I'll be right back. Cleo, now's not the time to ask for food or to be let out the door. I think my father's asleep or something. Oh, never mind. He's letting the cat out of the door. My cat tends to get very loud whenever, like, someone needs, when she wants to enter my parents' bedroom. She does this gargle meow. Honestly, I am a bit concerned for her. Like, I'm not sure if she's going to, she is getting old. She's starting to get very bony and such, and I've been trying to ask my mom to get her to a vet, but she's thinking that the vet's going to just tell her that she's old or something like that. I mean, we're still going to try to take care of her, but she hasn't been doing the best, sadly. And let's get this. And that's what I get for talking about the sad tale of my cat. And you saw how BS that was. You know that clock looks tempting, but you gotta wait. We're still on camera, we're still doing this live. We're not at the post-commentary stuff where you can finally vent out your frustrations towards these levels, but vent them out in a nice, constructive manner, because admittedly that's kind of why I regret the Mega Man 2 commentary I've done on a sadly unfairly deleted channel. It's a long story. But hey, at least I'll be a bit more fair towards Mega Man 2. I still don't like Mega Man 2, I still think it's really overrated, but I've become a bit more fair with how I talk about games. I still have criticisms and such, but that's how I be. I will say that if you're looking to play Mega Man, even though, 2 has been, there's that thing I was talking about by missing the box. That's what I get for talking down to Mega Man 2 again. Can we stop with the gong show? I got progress to make and I have to get to bed soon. Now you know why I don't like these levels. So again, I will be right back. Okay, so we're going to take these ramps, and you're going to hit both of those crates. It happened again! I want to complete this level and get the box gem. Okay, I think I got that one. I hope so. Because I saw the Wumpa fruit from it. Got it. Ugh, I actually had to slow down to get that one. Another little fun fact, you know those signs that have like the red marker, the 155 like miles per hour? I don't think it's physically possible to reach that that speed and such. But I know those signs. Yes, Cleo. Yes, Cleo. I know those signs actually appear in the hub world for Nitro Fueled's Glacier Park, which is a nice little attention to detail. Like, I like continuity nods in detailing and such. Did I get it? Yes, I did. Finally. Now we can move on to another level. Oh no, I got second place. But too bad for you, I got the gem. And it didn't need to take that many attempts, but the game decided, no, I wasn't done having bad luck in this Let's Play. Ugh. Let's go to level 24, Mad Bombers.
Crash, Coco, remember, it is not only Dr.Cortex that we battle. Beware of Uka Uka, my children. He is a far more dangerous enemy than anyone can imagine.
Yeah, sheesh, Crash. Quite a set of teeth you have there. We are here at Mad Bombers. It's time to light the fire. It's time to kick the tires and light the fires. Here's, gotta be careful not to. Well, I'm pretty sure after we're done here, someone's gonna make Cortex run up the governor. I'm trying, okay? Corazon T, this is your fault. I know you're a fictional character, but I blame you for putting the flight lingo in my head. Ugh. Yeah. This is another level I'm not exactly looking forward to doing the Platinum Relic on. I did say I probably said that the Platinum Relics for the animal levels are probably easiest, but I'd argue Bye Bye Blimps is probably, without glitches, Bye Bye Blimps is probably the easiest Platinum to get. The only reason why I'd say this is probably not nearly as easy is simply because, well, you have to hit 2 weak points to down a biplane. You don't know how nerve-wracking this is for me, because I'm only down to half my health, because you're supposed to use your Aeon roll to basically dodge the bullets. And this is also one of the few times the box gem in this level is like almost a single digit, not counting Aegopus Rex. And we have gotten the box gem for this level. Let's take down these planes. It can be very easy to get complacent about your HP. especially if you're trying to hit weak points. These scientists will keep respawning no matter how many times you shoot them down. But that's it for all range mode. Alright, this is 10-4. Crash is coming home. I'm pretty sure that Cortex is, all this for Cortex is coming up, Delta Sierra. For us, we got some Hotel Sierra stuff for us. I'm pretty sure I'm probably not using the lingo right. I looked up some of the lingo, like, no joke. Free Implant 2 actually made me curious about that. I mean, Charlie Foxtrot is a clear means of getting sensors past the radar. But now we're at the final platforming level, and it's also the only darkness level in the game. Technically, if you want to count Area 51, but I hardly count that as a darkness level as you're not looking for light sources. And this is the last Egyptian level, and it's the only one at night. So, of course, it's time to walk like an Egyptian. And get the box gem, because there's another thing about this level. Because this is the last level in the main path, and I got the yellow gem ahead of time, this is also where the multi-gem pathway is. Technically, the first multi-gem pathway is me sliding into a TNT crate thinking I was safe. Apparently. But yeah. Be careful of those alligators. I don't know how alligators end up there or are capable of jumping that high. Video game logic. Anyway. But I did it again. Floating shoes. Ugh. Yeah. Now, if you're going to jump in one of those alligators are definitely hopping up to do so. Well, make sure you're spinning. Like, make sure you're spinning as you're going over a pit if you did not time your jump right. You can indeed spin those alligators away. There's also a triple digit of boxes in here. This is like one of the few levels that actually reach that. But now, we are in a point that we've seen in Crash 2 and Crash 1. We are now back to fumbling in the dark. We are back to night fight, bug light, or shoot, I forget one of the names for the other Crash 2 darkness level. Lights out, fumbling in the dark, night fights, and I didn't know they could go up the stairs. This is news to me. And yes, you have to keep moving. This, like, just like with Lights Out and Fumbling in the Dark, just like with the levels in Crash 2, you have to keep moving if you want to keep that, if you want to actually see and make it out alive. But this is the multi-gem pathway. This one has a slight shift of blue because this is the blue gem part of it. This is all about dodging the darts. And I couldn't exactly make a clean getaway. Next up is the green part of it, highlighted in a hue of green, and filled to the brim with spears and nitro crates. So you thought, like, did you ask for more nitro crates than Behaving? Or was it was either Behaving or another level. It's been a while since I played Crash 2, and I want to play through it again. Like, I want to play through the original. Like, sure, I could just play through Insane Trilogy or boot up the emulator and such, but I actually want to test out my copy of Crash 2 that's somewhere in storage. Now we're on the purple gem pathway. This is not highlighted in a hue of purple, but it is full of bottomless pits. Now we're on the yellow gem part of it. This is full of these mummies, these barbed sarcophagus mummies. And ironically enough, it's only the second easiest pathway. Now you're probably thinking, oh, red gem pathway, highlighted in a hue of red. This must be where all the TNT crates are. In actuality, it's where you get the multi-gem pathway gem. This is also where you exit the level, by the way. But I'm going to take a shortcut back to the main pathway, because we're getting all the gems in this pathway. We are not leaving with only one gem and coming back to the level to just get the other. We are going to get both of them in a single run, because that's how we do things. It's more efficient. Sure, it costs a life, but that's how we do things around here. It's the classic Crash Bandicoot way. Even though it shouldn't really cost you any lives, but we're stubborn, okay? Now, go away. Now, please let me out. Open the door. Thank you. And the game has decided to graciously reward us with these three things. 1, 2, ready, set, go! That was fun, wasn't it? And we got a good checkpoint placement. Now we're at probably my least favorite bonus level in the entire game. Fortunately, it's the last bonus level of this type. There is no more bonus levels, proper bonus levels after this one. And there's a good reason. Dang it! I was hoping to not get the Oof. Oof, I don't know if I got all the boxes here. Ugh. Problem is, the reason why I don't like this, because of how little time you have with your you have to guess around here. I guess while it is dark, I might as well just apply some sort of dumb filter. Might as well just chroma key it for a bit. Yep, there was... What? Huh? What? 1. Oh, nope. There go my masks. Now you know why I don't like this particular bonus stage. Because I think it's probably the worst designed bonus stage of the entire game. Ugh. One, two, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. I don't like that bonus stage because they really should have put 2 bug lights in it, because they expect you to speed through it, but you'll also have to break certain crates that require you to take your time with it. I don't like that. Well, at the very least, I don't have to do that bonus stage again. Yep, and I did it again. But yeah. Hurry, open up the door, okay. Get the last crystal. And die immediately. This is the one time where the darkness is actually a serious hindrance. Okay, maybe one part in Night Fight. Okay, it was bugging out. That what I was thinking of. But now the darkness is actually spread to here. And again, you gotta keep moving if you want to see. But one hit of this nitro crate later. That is our second to last gem. We got another set. Now let's face Cortex finally. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's dance one more time. And face Cortex once and for all.
I'm sorry. This is the part where I'm supposed to be angry, full of rage, incensed beyond belief. Once again, you have outsmarted and outspun my best henchman. I should be rather upset, shouldn't I?
And in fact, we're furious! But it seems you have overlooked one small detail, you little orange delivery boy. Now that you have gathered all the crystals, all we have to do is take them from you!
Yeah, that voice clip was reused from Crash Bandicoot 2.
Bandicoot, for the last time, give the crystals to me.
And now for the hardest fight in the game, the hardest Cortex fight, at least until like Crash 4 or something. You don't have any masks. You have to avoid getting hit once in this boss fight, as you can see from here. Aku Aku, who was once the very thing that protects you in fights like this, is now an obstacle, because he's currently fighting his evil twin brother Uka Uka. So you have to basically be careful of where you are, because you have to not only dodge this laser battle between Uka Uka and Aku Aku, you also have to fight Dr. Cortex and avoid his projectiles. And believe me, this fight is really tense. Now for the second phase. Aku Aku and Uka Uka will now turn into a Beyblade. And you also have to avoid them while avoiding projectiles from Cortex. Yes, he goes back to his Crash 1 method of fighting Crash. Except you can't spin these projectiles back at Crash. After a while, he'll be throwing these little mines. And once the shield is down, spin into him. And continue to hit him until he's down the pit. I said down the pit. Now for the last phase. And this one's all about just making sure you don't get caught in the middle of it. Aku Aku and Uka Uka will actually home in on your location while you're trying to dodge them. And you have to make sure you get out of the way in time. Like so. And you gotta make sure that, because these mines are actually very touchy. They are very easy to hit. I'm not kidding. But, second try. I never beat that on my, in less than a few tries. We now have the speed shoes, or as everyone knows it, the crash dash. This will allow Crash to actually run. This is your very key to getting every platinum in the game on the normal platforming levels without needing to do precise inputs with zigzagging. Or zip-zagging, which is a much harder thing to do that's only done by tasks. Anyway, we're going to see the normal ending.
Defeated again? This is not fair! Maybe I should retire to a nice big beach with a nice big drink and a woman with nice big bags of ice for my head.
It's not over, Bandicoot. There are still the gems. We still have a chance to triumph.
And they'll be laughing it off while they get away in the same place that we were in? Yeah. This isn't the end of the Let's Play just yet. I got a whole lot of work cut out for me, and by that I mean the relics. I'm going to be busy with the relics for a while, so yeah, don't expect this Let's Play to come out for a good bit because I still have to edit that and commentate over it too. But that was the normal ending, and as you can tell, there was definitely a getting stuff past the radar kind of joke right there. I never have an easy time with that boss. It's easily the hardest boss in the game simply because if you take one hit, you have to start the fight all over again. Like, sure, it's only 3 hits, but may I remind you that the boss before it was several hits, but you could afford to take a few hits and such. All you have to do is just make sure you win the damage race or something like that, or just make sure you're hitting the right areas. But Cortex actually had a pretty good boss fight here. Like, up until, like, Crash 4, it was probably one of my favorite boss fights in the series. Then again, I haven't played Crash 4 in a long time. That's going to be a mask to collect at some point. Ugh. Anyway, so next time on Crash Bandicoot Warped, we're likely going to be doing some post-commentary on, like, on each of the levels and such, and also probably splicing in some live commentary on the levels that we're able to access with the relics and such. The great Uka Uka, but everyone just calls him Uka Uka. Yep, Michael Ensign, William Hootkins. I can't remember who else William Hootkins voices. I want to say it's someone in Resident Evil. I'll have to look it up later. But we're not even taken back to the title screen. We are taken back to the hub world. So now, by holding R2, Crash can now run. We can now run with this Bandicoot. Ah, the sweet freedom of having this ability, and I didn't mean to take this platform. I meant to save. Coco, take me back. Coco, take me back. Okay. I didn't mean to do that, but... So, if you want to donate, there's a couple links in the description below. Any amount helps. If you want to follow this series and any others like it, it's just a simple click of the subscribe button and the bell, and you should be on your way, but you don't have to if you don't want to. The thought is appreciated. Anyway, I hope you're taking really good care of yourself, and I'll see you after I gather those relics. Gosh help me.